Yes, I'm Phil. I'm from Hamburg, Germany, and I'm a football coach here in Shanghai. And yeah, of course, the last months were pretty tough. Now, end is near, so I guess the whole city is kind of waking up, and of course, the mood is going up. People are getting happy, and yeah, but of course, the last weeks and months were mentally not easy.
What was it like for you?
The beginning was like, you know how they started in Shanghai. They say like the lockdown will be like 4 or 5 days, and so you prepare for 4 or 5 days, and then it always extended and extended and extended. Especially the first weeks were quite tough because it was not that easy to get food support. You had to wake up really early in the morning, 5 or 6, to be able to order groceries, to order food. That was not easy. Yeah, but in the end, I think it was all lessons we learned, and it was a tough time for everyone. And I also have a lot of friends here who faced this lockdown with family and with kids. I think that's much tougher for me. I'm here by myself. That made it also a little bit easier, I guess. Try to keep on focus on positive things. Try to stay mental clear. A lot of workouts at home, a lot of work, a lot of amazing friends I have here that I was talking to, amazing family at home that I had a lot of contact with. So yeah, that was I think the key points to keep it up.
Tell me a bit about your business and how do you feel about it now?
I work here for a football academy called Phoenix Football Academy. It's mainly run by Spanish coaches, so all my co-workers are Spanish speakers, some from Argentina, and the rest are Spanish. And yeah, of course we had to stop, like everyone here, like the whole city was shut down, so obviously there was no football training. So in the beginning we always kept the contact with the parents and with the players. We send out some homeworks for them, like PDF files with like some small stuff what they can do at home for workout, some little football quizzes for the younger kids, some fun activities at home, and of course like online classes. In the beginning we had it also during the week, but obviously all the kids here, they are super busy during the week with e-schooling, as all the schools are closed, so the kids are super busy from 8 to 3, busy with their e-schooling. So we asked the parents and the kids what they prefer, and they say weekends is much easier for them, so we decided to move the classes to the weekends. So the weekdays are more relaxed, more easy for us. We can prepare the classes, we can prepare the PDF files, and then Saturday and Sunday we are busy with online classes. That's the daily routine or the weekly routine we have right now.
Do you already have a schedule for when you want to go back to in-person teaching?
I was running this morning with another friend. It's a German friend who have also a football academy here, and he told me that our pitches are in Pudong, so the trainings we have usually are in Pudong on the other side of Shanghai. And the pitches of my friend's academy are also in Pudong, and he said he got a date today that they will reopen the football fields. I forgot the exact date, but middle of June. So middle of June the football pitches will open. Hopefully that also counts for our home pitch where we train with our academy teams. And let's hope it's easy to go back to Pudong, because as the people who don't know, Shanghai is divided by a big river, Pudong and Puxi, and we live in Puxi here, and Pudong is on the other side, and right now there's no metro operating. So we all hope that by that time we have no problems to go to Pudong and do the normal trainings again. And we also have cooperations with a lot of international schools here, with the German school, with the French school, with SAS, with Haro. And I guess that for the international schools, I don't think that they will open this semester, but hopefully after the summer break they're also able to open as normal, and we can go back to our daily work there.
How was during the lockdown getting food? You were talking about keeping your own sanity, and I think food is quite important with that.
Yeah, well, there was some government support. They send some stuff every once in a while, but also have to to speak the truth, that you could not totally rely on that. They sent some vegetables, they sent some meat, they also sent like other stuff like toilet paper and toothbrush and toothpaste and stuff like that. But of course that was not enough for this. What we have 2 months now was not enough for that. So yeah, in the beginning, as I said, it was like a lot of waking up early in the morning and order food online from these apps that everyone know, like Erlema, Meituan, this kind of stuff, to order food there. And I think after 2 or 3 weeks it was also getting more easy, because I think a lot of Kuai drivers, they sacrifice for the rest of Shanghai for us here. As you see in the city everywhere, they're sleeping in tents outside because they're not able to go back to their compounds as they decided to work. And from after 2 or 3 weeks after that, the situation with ordering food was getting much better. So at least it was sure that you could order groceries, that you even could order like prepared meals already. Like all the restaurants here were back to business, and you could order stuff online. That was also a big help, yes.
What did you miss the most?
Missing the most, of course, meeting friends, going out, enjoying the daily life here. Also, I mean, as I said before, we keep in touch really close with our kids in our academy, but it's just not the same. So also the work I miss a lot, the daily work on the pitch with the kids. That's the stuff that you miss the most. The interaction with friends and enjoying the life here.
That's really interesting. Speaking about your personal life, like what are your plans for the next 6 months or so?
That's a good question. What's the English word? Ambivalent is like also.
Ambivalent.
Ambivalent was. The mind was sometimes jumping. Of course, when you're locked at home for 2 months, it's normal that you have the feeling, okay, what I'm doing here, why I'm still here in this country. I have the possibility to leave, even it's not easy, but there was, of course, as a foreigner, you always can pack your stuff and try to catch a flight and go to your home country. Of course, there was also thoughts that I have, but on the other side, I'm deeply rooted here in Shanghai. This is my 10th year, and of course Shanghai became like my second home. And there were days where I thought, okay, as soon as the situation is getting better and the flight's getting a little bit cheaper and it's easier to be able to go home, I would do it. But also, to be honest, since yesterday or some days where you have the feeling that this amazing city is open up, you see the life is coming back to the streets, it's really easy to fall in love again with the city. So if like no further or big lockdowns like this are coming up, then I see my future still here for a few years, because especially when you're young and you don't have a family yet, I think Shanghai is an amazing place to just enjoy the life and stay busy, and it's a great city for that. So if really like this cheering up and city open up continues like this, I see my future here.
How about your friends and your neighbors?
Yeah, my neighbors here, they were amazing. They really helped a lot. There's one guy who speaks fluent English, so I was able to communicate with him as my Chinese is not that improved. And a lot of old Shanghainese people, which I barely knew before, as Shanghai is like a kind of a busy city and you're always busy with stuff. You never really had a chance to interact with them, and these days that was one of the best things in the lockdown. It was really nice with them. Every time we came down and we met, when we went for the daily PCR test, it was always like a friendly atmosphere, and they keep me updated if there were any news. We didn't have any like big compounds. I heard they had like group orders. We never had that here. As I said, I think it's mainly because the people are old, and I don't think they're that familiar with WeChat and all these apps. But yeah, just the whole atmosphere was super nice, and I'm happy that also this lockdown, which was tough for everyone, have some positive side, and meeting the neighbors more is definitely one of them. From friend side, yeah, I always keep in touch with my close friends here. Yeah, we had a lot of calls and a lot of daily interact and keep each other updated in WeChat groups, what's going on, how is everyone, to make sure everyone feels safe and everyone is going well. A lot of friends who also left, who left Shanghai, who decided they don't wanna keep this any longer and decided to go back to wherever they're from. Sad there was no possibility to see them, but that's life sometimes.
What percentage of your friends have left?
Good question. I think I was working in a German school before, and I heard a lot of people from the school they left. A lot of kids from our academy also left, but there were mainly like I don't know how to say it in the right way, but a lot of like expat where both parents are not Chinese, and I think percentage of these people were like the most who left. I think people were like one parent is like is from China. They mostly decided to stay here to give it a chance and see how it improve here.
Thank you very much, Phil.
You're welcome.